Can you shoot that guy before he even becomes shootable? Seriously? No, that's unfair. That's just cheating. What in the world? Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Crossout with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our Drillboi build. Now, you can see that I've been very busy in between episodes. I actually worked away quite a bunch, you know, I had a few successful rounds, and we're up to 150 bucks, which is honestly quite nice, because I think we left off in the last one on like 60 bucks. So the money part of things is going better. I cannot really explain why it is going that much better seemingly than it used to, but somehow I've proceeded rather nicely, so cannot really complain about that, will not really complain about that. Now, I don't think that we're going to splurge on anything with the money right away. My plan really still is to give it another few episodes of me actually accumulating money together with y'all, getting a bit of a cash buffer, and then making some more plans about the future, about what we actually want to do with the money. I think one part really must be to eventually upgrade those wheels, to be honest, but also, like, in general, I think there is a lot of considerations to have, both in terms of modifying the wedge build, as well as most certainly advancing the Drillboi build. We're missing some power score on the PvE build. So I think there's a few points where we can probably get going sooner or later, but for the time being, I think the priorities are going to be just, you know, making some money, and then once we have a good bunch of money, we can actually make, like, proper plans of what we want to do with it. If we want to buy, like, one mega weapon or item or something, or just, like, rather spread it out across a few smaller investments, and then we kind of go from there. But for today, what we are going to do for a start, I think I already hinted away at this a bit in the last episode, is that I do want to look at revisiting the Drillboi build a bit. I think in general, you know, this thing really deserves quite a bit of an overhaul. We're not going to go too crazy on it today, but we're already hopefully going to get started with a few ideas, and then maybe we're going to look at the PvE build a bit more too. We haven't really gotten to use it in the last episode, so we'll definitely use it a bit more this episode, but also just in terms of actually getting the power score of the PvE build above 4,000 to actually allow us to partake in a few of those additional raids that are currently locked behind that power score barrier for us would be sort of nice. So let's see if we maybe get to do that too. But for the start, let's go into build mode. Let's check out this thing. Now, in terms of this all, I think the first thing that I really want to attack is this hatchet thing, you know? Last time it somewhat really transpired that the hatchets sometimes just get me badly stuck onto people, and I do want to kind of look at what we can maybe potentially change about this approach. And well, what Burner Account has once more suggested to us in the comments would be to actually just exchange these with some shorter, well, not hatchets, but also, you know, melee weapons, just to try if, you know, those get us a little less stuck while still allowing us to cling on to enemies in certain situations. And I'm not sure how it's going to work, not at all, but I'm certainly very much willing to give it a try, so let's go and do that. Also, did I just see that we have a train plow right there? I think I did, so that is an interesting point as well. Now, the other good thing about this hatchet part being, well, or this blade wing part rather being, that I think they are a bit further off the ground than the hatchets were as well. So maybe we're going to get a little less stuck when, well, on the actual terrain when driving around with these things. I'm going to start by putting them all the way out there for the time being. I think that's probably the move to make anyways, and then we'll see how that works, if it makes things any better for us, if we do any more changes. And yeah, we do have a train plow here, so maybe also soonish time to make some adjustments to the wedge build again then, because every build literally that I have seen that is wedge build has integrated this thing into the build, so I think this is probably going to be a must-have in our wedge build too. But looking at this a bit further then, so I'm really not quite sure about the structure here with the wheels, to be honest. I feel as though... Oh, now I know where these... okay. What I do feel is that we could kind of get rid of this wall part of things here a bit and, you know, optimize that a bit further. I'm not quite sure how exactly, like, I feel like I want to do it a bit more like the wedge build side of things and have a bit more of a gradual approach to increasing the slope out here. But I do unfortunately not really have many of these half walls here, I think, so that is maybe also a worry. Then again, I do have these, well, not half, quarter walls apparently. I do have these metal-y ones, which we could, I suppose, also somewhat use up here then. And then there is other ones mixed in there, and that is also other ones mixed in there. Where's my... Why did I set this up that weirdly? That is absolutely not streamlined, totally unacceptable. But you know, maybe something a little more like this would also work out quite nicely for us. And then you know, maybe that's an alternative. I'm not too convinced about this one, to be honest. Like, in terms of design, it's going to be a change. I'm really not sure if in terms of, like, anything else, this change makes any sense, because, like, the way we currently had it, we very much shield the cabin off, while this way we leave a lot more headroom for the cabin to be hit, and we're not really looking to wedge people, so I'm kind of considering to just go back a few steps here and get that back to the old status quo. So let's leave it at this for the time being. I think that's actually the more effective way to build it, even though it does maybe not look quite as nicely. Now, out here, we already squeezed the radio into the middle here, and we do still have this radar. Now, I'm not quite sure what to do with this radar, but I would really like to get it out of the way to move this whole construct a bit further up. That way, maybe also, you know, integrate the boosters a bit more into the structure, not have them hanging off like crazy and easily shot off. And, just shorten the overall vehicle a bit, you know, maybe even put the wheels to out here, you know, make it a bit more maneuverable and everything. I'm really not too sure what to do with this thing. I have, and please let me know your thoughts on this, even considered to maybe in the future get rid of the radar, and potentially even the boosters on the Drillboi build, because I do not feel that the boosters are all too essential. Then maybe get an engine off one of these points, and off the other 2 points that we then have, get a third drill. That is kind of my consideration for the future. Please let me know what you think of it down below. Do you think we need the radar? Do you think the booster, or the engine instead of booster thing is going to be a good thing? I would very much be interested. I also always consider doing a cloak, but that would take another energy point that we do currently not have, which I guess would mean that we would finally need that better generator, which would also be in monetary reach soon. So, a lot of things and variables to consider right there, but honestly, I kind of feel... Oh, wait, the radar... Okay, never mind. We do not use any energy for the radar, so may as well just keep it somewhere, I suppose. That then makes things a bit more complicated again. I suppose if we were to take the generator, we could still do the plan with engine plus drill. The question being, I guess cloaking modules do take energy as opposed to radar, but that's something that we'll have to find out. For now, let's actually, you know, do what the idea was right here and move things a bit more inwards. I also really want to change the alignment of my shotguns, to be fair. I'm considering some solutions somewhat like this, to be honest. Just kind of worried about these being too close together and getting blasted off in one shot by some bigger gun. So that may be also being a valid concern right there. I'm not too sure how valid of one it would be. But it is certainly one that I have at the moment. Now these wheels, I think I will actually really move up. Because why in the world not? You know, the shorter the wheelbase, the more maneuverable things will get for us. In my mind at least. So well, let's see how that works. The boosters are going to come all the way up here. Most definitely. Get them nicely sunken into the structure here. Douche. And maybe we can even... can't really save any structural parts here. Now what we can save, most certainly, is this lightweight frame right here. We're not going to need that anymore. This difference here I really don't like either. Maybe we do something about somewhat like that here. Oh, really sorry, I absolutely forgot to mute my phone there. Maybe something like that, you know? If we can also line these things. Which way is this facing currently? Oh, okay. So, somewhat like that, you know, to make that a bit more synchronized. Now the question is, do we really need to cover these from the top? In my mind, not really. Like, to me, that doesn't really make a difference. What I do really want to do, though, is sink these more into the build. So maybe I'm going to move the canvas roof here up to the front or something, actually. You know, this way we could actually get some more protection in for the vehicle itself, which in my mind makes a whole lot more sense. You know, ideally you would mostly get shot from the front here anyways, and I don't see any reason to have the frontal protection be weaker than the rear protection, then have those there, and then we can maybe just move the half walls somewhat like that for the time being. Or a quarter walls, or whatever you call these things now. And that way shield off the engines a bit more. Does that make sense to you all? I think it's still not ideal, to be honest. The thing is, I don't want to totally have the cabin unprotected from the back. And I'm also kind of slightly a bit worried about the wheels being a bit far back now. So we're going to move them a tad bit further back again. But they're still going to sit further up front than they used to be. So that should, in theory and general, aid with maneuverability, I think. More survivability here, more compact design. The boosters should have a bit more survivability to them as well now that they're moved further into the structure. And in theory, I think we can honestly just place the radar on top back here, because, like, the on-top protection that I had going here, like, thinking about it now, to me, honestly, makes little or no sense, because most of the time, people are not going to shoot me from above, honestly, and if they do, it's just the boosters. We don't really, like, they're not that crazily important to the overall build. I think that concept is a lot more suitable. Yeah. I think this is better, to be honest. I kind of still feel that we really want better wheels at the rear. But overall, I'm really liking this redesign. The only thing to still worry about, I suppose, is the shotguns both getting shot off at once. But in that case, we do still have our drills. You know, just in case the worst case happens, we're not going to be completely defenseless. And I do like, really, that we have this canvas roof here up front, which is going to give us a tad bit more protection for the cabin from the front, because I feel like that is a bit what we were previously lacking. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm quite happy with how we have proceeded on this thing, and well, for today, can we center this or something? This is centered, cool. We're gonna take it out for a quick test drive, and then maybe we take a quick look at the PvE build as well. I think probably not, but let's see. Let's go for a test drive first. I mean, the shotgun part for a start, I think is great. The maneuverability is really good in my mind. I think this has helped a good bunch. I mean, ideally, I think the long-term plan is to shorten the wheelbase even more, which would probably be something that we do when we upgrade the engine. Now, for the engine, my question would also be, are engines explodable? Like generators and oil tanks and other stuff? Or do they, like, is it more like a radiator or a booster or something? Please let me know down below. Would definitely be good to know. But I think, you know, if we actually get an engine onto this instead of the boosters, we would certainly be able to save a bunch of space at the back and make this even more compact. And in my mind, if we make it even more compact and shorten the wheelbase even more, we would get to have this thing be even more maneuverable. Now, yeah, pretty happy with this. The hatches are way less in the way as well, I think. So thanks for that suggestion. I hope that should help us quite a lot. And, well, we're still doing a bunch of melee damage with them, which does apparently not mean that they don't disintegrate on impact. And, well, we do still have occasionally weird situations where the enemy vehicle is so high up that we don't even hit it. But yeah, I think that works out quite well for us then. And does this thing have ammo crates in the middle here? Indeed. Okay. But yeah, thanks a lot for the suggestion. I think that works out quite well for us. Let's just quickly zoom around the place and see if there's any people that we can honk at to get free stuff, you know. While we're already out here in test drive, having spent all the effort on building things, we may as well double check. You don't... Where's he at? Seen him talking to me. I also don't know what this is, because this is like some red area. Oh. Battle bots. Whoopsies. I'm going. I didn't know that was even a thing. Apparently you can just spawn bots there that you can then subsequently fight. I mean, that's cool. I don't know where the AI is that was talking to me. But let's go. Get back into the garage and save the vehicle as is. I think I am very, very happy with how we've proceeded on this one. Hope you all are as well. Let me know your feedback down below as usual, of course. So we're going to overwrite that. I think we may have even saved a tad bit of power score now. Made it a bit more efficient that way, I suppose. So we're going to take our shotgun driver, of course. Save it like that. 3-5. I don't remember the old power score. I didn't even look. Sorry for that one. But yeah, like in theory, we've removed a tad bit of frame back here, and that's about it. So probably like 10 power score saved or something. But overall, I think that makes the design a lot more efficient than it used to be. Now out here, we will eventually have to use the train plow. I don't think we're going to do that today because we've already spent a lot of time on the actual drill build, and well, I don't know, I've got 15 bajillion more ideas even, so not going to do that today. What we are going to do, though, is I think we're going to go for a quick PvE match now with our new PvE build. Wait. I nearly overwrote that for a start, which is absolutely terrible. But what I did just notice is that we do have a generator still sticking out here. And I'm not sure I have the same frame spacing going. No, this is not sticking out, actually. Okay, this one's already turned. It looked as though it was sticking out, but that's just fine, I suppose. So, what we are going to do here, though, is I think we're going to go for a quick PvE match, then. Actually try this build out a bit more. I have, of course, played it a bit off-screen without you all, but I would, well, very much like to actually try that stuff with you as well, and, you know, actually get some PvE gameplay in with our new changes made, and then afterwards we're probably gonna go have a quick go with our new Drillboi build, at least like one match to try and see if like the new hatchet changes and everything have had an effect for us. So, well, let's see about that part. For now, let's get into this one. I do think it's kind of wait, is that the? Yeah, it is the other turnable wheels that we have. We should really get more good wheels, I suppose, over time, but that's fine. For the time being, we're gonna make it work like this. Buddy needs help. Buddy is seemingly killing, dying, I don't know. Oh wait, no, that's the person that rolled over. I'm coming. Why would you roll over like 2 meters from the spawn, my dude? Oh no. Well, looks like we have to save our friendo, who very irresponsibly yeeted himself off a cliff. Did see that a bit late, I suppose. I thought the other guy that was already in the mix was screaming for help. But, well, that one is solved and out of the way. On we go, though. Right into the mix, and hopefully our friendos are still holding up while we left them behind, helping out the other friendo. Hello, we're here. We're gonna just quickly take out some of these towers and everything. Ow, meanie. And then we are going to move on in just a second. And well, there we go. First tower out of the way then. We do have people shooting us, which we're just going to ignore swiftly here and already start shooting that instead. Am I being followed right now? Oh boy, okay. Yeah, well, maybe we should not swiftly ignore that part. Let's try and shoot off guns first. I think that's the important point, to be honest. Everything else, we don't really care about if they stand around uselessly, I suppose. So that's going to be fine. We're going to live with that, and we're going to move on to the actual capture point and help our friendo out, who I think potentially just died. I think a friendo just died. Did he? It's another friendo that's nearly dead, which is worrying. Uh-oh. Whoa, I thought that was mines. No, 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 no. Go away. Thanks. Flippin', wow. Go away. Guns. Okay. That's better. Do we have a PvE guy with explosive lancers in the team right now? That is interesting, to say the least. Gonna shoot this guy's guns off, most certainly, too. Cool. And then we're gonna go and pick up this. Or just be done with it. Cool. Moving on, then. Well, we should be overall somewhat good. That guy's burning to death right now, which is worrying. But 2 out of 3 towers taken out, which is a good start. We've got to take out one more tower, and then I think we've got to fight that thing. So, well, let's clear the bots on the way first. Or just, you know, have them exploded, explosive lanced. Take out that gun on top of that dude. And then subsequently, yeah, I'm just going to focus on taking out guns here, because I'm really worried about some of my teammates just being imploded by bots. There's a bunch of dudes that really don't have any HP left over. So, kind of want to make their life as easy as possible, if that makes sense. And, you know, safeguard them a bit. As long as they're alive, they can still do damage type of thing. And I'm really kind of worried about some guy just continuously dying until we lose or something. So, you know, probably worth worrying about. I'm also already missing 400 HP somehow. Absolutely unacceptable. Let's disable this thing. Guess the other guy's going to be faster already anyways, which indeed he is. And there is a botsy, which we're just going to shell a bit, and then we're going to move on. So, tower out here. There is generators. Oh, whatever. We're just going to shoot the tower till it's down, honestly. Why in the world not? Where's our fourth buddy? Why is he all the way back there on the map? I think we've got an AFK, or maybe he just got so destroyed that he can't even move anymore. I don't quite know, but, well, we are just gonna stay here, take care of that. I think we've got somebody disabling a generator as well, so that should hopefully help in just a minute. For the time being, we are going to be the only ones nicely shooting away at this. Do you guys notice right now that the left gun is dropping ammo casings, but the right one isn't? Interesting. Apparently I was too far away for that to get rendered or something. The Leviathan is already getting out. Why is it nearly dead? Wait. Can you shoot that guy before he even becomes shootable? Seriously? No, that's unfair. That's just cheating. What in the world? I guess that's what the dude was doing all the time or something. I don't know. What in the world? He's literally nearly dead. LOL? I know what today's highlight's gonna be. That is, very interesting, to say the very least. But alright, so, that's a nice PvE game done, you know. Had some fun with the new PvE build. Let's move on, though, to our slightly adapted Drillboi build. And let's go for a nice, quick PvP battle, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, and back we are then for a quick battle with the Drillboi. We are going to go off to the side of the map again, of course, and we're going to see how well we're going to do here. Hopefully, just fine. I do have to say, for a start, I really like these new hatchets in terms of not getting stuck on terrain. That's certainly a good bit of an advancement, so very, very nice there indeed. Just going to nicely chill off here to the side. It's literally the entire team. If I drive into this, I'm instantly going to die. I think we're going to have to take a different approach here. Let's go a different route, which is going to be on the other flank. Got to go quickly there. So honestly, there's a huge ton of things going on here already. Oh, what in the world? Hello. We're going to take care of this dude real quick. Wow. Why do I do that much damage to him? That was insane. Holy bejesus. I mean, I love it and all, but, please tell me you didn't see me. They so saw me, didn't they? Maybe not. Hello? Ooh, fancy. They left one behind. Take the drone out. Take the guy out. Ooh, come on. Stop moving. That's OP. Uh-oh. What in the world just hit me like a truck? That's not good. Oh my god, I'm being demolished by a bot. I am absolutely being demolished by a bot, everyone. Oh my god. Bots friggin' OP. I was doing so well and then I got flanked by a bot. That is so unacceptable. I do not like this, but I think we did well for our team. Overall, the enemy team seems to have been very disabled in terms of losing most of their armament. So, this guy's just trying to ram the other dude to death. I hope we should, in the end, be fine. We will see. I will, well, probably just, leave this one running, to be honest, because I think it's quite a close game, and I don't know, we'll just see what happens. That guy's out of... no, that's the wrong guy. The other guy has missiles still. Don't do it! Why are you shooting the guy that doesn't have anything? Well, he's got a drone, but other than that, you know. Oh boy, he was prioritizing the wrong thing. Rippy! Shoot the gun! Yes! Thank you. He nearly messed up. I think he still may have messed up. That is absolutely insane. This is going to take a while longer, I think. He's only got 25 HP, so whenever the other guy with the drone comes past, he's probably going to be dead. And I feel the bot is just going to cap this before he even gets there, so... I don't know. I will, place a cut right here, and I'll probably just see you in the menu and tell you how it went. I do not think that we are going to win this after that, interesting choice right there. But, we'll see. I'll see you on the other side. Well, so back I am, and interestingly enough, the game went to a draw. He got the bot, but, well, the other guy just never turned up again. So, interesting game right there. I think, honestly, I am quite content and happy with all the changes that we have made to the Drillboi thus far. Probably, as I said, a good bunch more going to come in the future, both for the Drillboi and for the not Weldboi, for the Wedgeboi rather, and also probably sometime then for the PvE build. So a lot of stuff on the list for a lot more building heavy episodes, and hopefully until then we will have a bunch more money too. But for today then, I'm gonna end this episode off right here. I hope you all very much enjoyed it. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way then, as usual everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.